Hello everybody and welcome to the Ozarks Sports Report YouTube show. Here joined by the head basketball coach of the Willard Tigers, Coach Jeremy Dresslaer. And for today's show, we're going to be doing a weekly recap with the head coach of the Willard Tigers, Coach Jeremy Dresslaer. Recapping the games from the past week, Willard was in the blue and gold tournament, and they first took on Crane and defeated Crane by a score of 74-54. Then Willard returned to the blue and gold tournament, and they got another win against Fairgrove, defeating Fairgrove by a score of 61-57. Then they suffered their loss in the blue and gold tournament to Logan Rogersville by losing to Logan Rogersville by a score of 52-45. Then Willard also suffered another loss to West Plains. That was back-to-back losses in the blue and gold tournament by losing to West Plains by a score of 68-60. Then Willard also played Clever and rebounded against Clever by defeating Clever by a score of 62-27. Then Willard also got another loss, which they lost to Nixa by a score of 67-65. Coach Dresslaer, what was the main focus that you had going into the blue and gold tournament?
You know, like the main focus we had going into the blue and gold is the main focus we have going into every game, is that we're just going to solely worry about ourselves. We feel like we have everything it takes to be successful and win every game if we do our job. And for the first two rounds, I thought we did a really great job executing our game plan against both teams. Starting off with Crane, where they've got some of the best shooters in the area, and I thought we did a good job keeping them in front and making them shoot even farther out than at the high school line. They pushed them way past the college line and made them shoot deep, and then limit them to one shot and really push in transition. So, just the mindset going into that first game was just worrying about ourselves and doing our job.
Doing the job it was there at Willard. What were the advantages that you saw in those games with Crane, Fairgrove, Logan Rogersville, West Plains, Clever, and Nixa?
Oh, I think the advantages playing in the blue and gold, for one, is just getting out there on the college floor and getting up and down. We really like to push in transition, and so the bigger court also played for advantage of there. It's also nice for these local teams to be able to get a chance to play on Missouri State's campus now that Missouri State hosts the Show Me Showdown every year for the state championships. But the big advantage, again, is just us. We're just kind of versatile. Daniel Gray, who's a very special player, scores the ball well, and Mo Grayers is dynamic and explosive athletically as anybody in the area. And then we got other seniors that are just solid and do their job. So, we just worry about ourselves, and we can adjust to whatever anybody throws at us.
Moving out of that topic from advantages now to disadvantages, what are the disadvantages that you saw from the blue and gold tournament from the games against Crane, Fairgrove, Logan Rogersville, West Plains, and coming out of the blue and gold tournament against Clever and Nixa?
Yeah, I'd say the biggest disadvantage with the blue and gold is when you get out of the first two rounds. It's easy to prepare high school kids for one game and then real quick for the next game. But when you get in that day three, it really turns into quite the grind where, you're experiencing a lot of fatigue and tiredness. And to be able to match up with a team like we saw Rogersville, who does a matchup 1-3-1, really long, good athletes. And I felt like if we could have had a full days of practice to prepare for that game, we probably would have come out on top. But that's the beauty of the blue and gold, is just you got to survive in advance, and Rogersville was able to grind it out, and we're a little more disciplined than we were, and that's why they ended up winning the whole thing. Then day four, again, it's third place game, it's just a toughness game, and I felt like West Plains just kind of wanted it more than we did. So, you can say the disadvantage is just the lack of overall preparation time, but it also makes for the beauty of the blue and gold is nothing's guaranteed, and you got to go lay it on the line for 4 days in a row, hopefully.
Now, coming on to that disadvantages topic now to the corrections. You're going to be taking on Neosho, and that's going to be coming up on Friday night. We believe that's going to be at home. What's going to be the corrections that you're going to be making with your team between the Nixa game and the Neosho game?
Right. The one thing I've been kind of disappointed, we spend about 2 hours a week shooting free throws. That's something I take a lot of pride in, is making free throws. And headed into the blue and gold, we were shooting about 78% from the free throw line as a team, which I was very pleased with. And since then, we have not shot the ball well from the line. We lost to Rogersville by, you had it at 9, I had it at 8. But we missed 10 free throws. We lost to West Plains by 8, and we missed 8 free throws. We missed 5 free throws last night against Nixon. We lost by 2 in overtime. So we just got to start executing. When you start moving closer to February and early March, if the teams that win are the ones who execute the most. And we've just got to start, not leaving possessions off the floor and converting free throws and making layups, just being really efficient. So we just got to get better.
Already it's January here in the Ozarks, and with that topic, districts will be coming up in just about a month. What's your district's going to be looking like with Willard? What's going to be your districts? How tough is your district's going to be? Who are the teams that are going to be in your district?
Oh, our district is brutal. We got pulled out of a district that had Lebanon and Central, Camdenton, and Waynesville, and got switched to, we went west towards Joplin, so it's us, Joplin, Carthage, Republic, and Parkview. So we won our district the last 2 years. Joplin won their district last year, and Parkview won their district last year. Now all 3 of those Class 5 district champions are in one district. So it is going to be a brutal district, and then to go from there, you can turn around and play the winner of the district that has Nixa, Glendale, Kickapoo, Ozark, and Branson. So postseason in Class 5 basketball is no joke. So we're just gonna take it one game at a time and lay it on the line and see where we're at a month from now.
Now moving on from the district topic now to the players of the week, or the players that shined out in the blue and gold tournament and the games with Clever and Nixa. Who would be your player of the week that you think shined out in the blue and gold tournament and in the games against Nixa and Clever?
Yeah, Daniel Abreu. He broke the all-time blue and gold scoring record. I think he's unanimously the player of the week for that. He scored 125 points in 4 games, which is just absolutely incredible. That record had been there since Jason Fonnebaugher did it in 1994. Daniel's a very, very special player that can score at every level. He's really the catalyst that kind of keeps us going on offense. Nixa did a great job last night against us, boxing one on us and kind of slowing us down a little bit. But other guys stepped up and made big plays. So I see us going forward, being a more balanced scoring attack. But, I think Daniel right now is just by far the player of every game. He just takes so much attention away, and he's starting to learn how to be a really good basketball player without scoring, which makes us that much more excited for the future.
If you have any final words to say to all the coaches that you played in the blue and gold, from Crane, Fairgrove, Logan Rogersville, West Plains, and then coming out of the blue and gold of the coaches that you played from Clever and Nixa, what would be your final words to all those coaches that you played in the blue and gold and the last 2 coaches that you played coming out of the blue and gold?
I think I would just say in general that this area has some of the finest basketball coaches, in the state. A lot of really successful teams. The state rankings just came out, and it's loaded with boys and girls teams from Southwest Missouri in the top 10 in the state in each class. And, it's a great group of guys to learn from and work with. And I think basketball in Southwest Missouri is a very special thing. So it's fun to go compete every night against them.
Okay, that's going to wrap up our show for today. We hope you enjoyed our show, and we hope you enjoyed us sitting down with the head coach of the Willard Tigers, Coach Jeremy Dresslaer. If you want to stay connected with the Willard Tigers through their social media, be sure to like them on Facebook. Also follow them on Twitter. Their Twitter is at Willard Sports. That's Willard Sports on Twitter. Also check out their website. Their website is at willard.k12.mo.us. If you want to stay connected with us through our social media, be sure to like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and check out our website. Our website is ozarksportsreport.wixsite.com/Ozark Sports Report. For one final time, I want to thank head coach Jeremy Dresslaer for sitting down with us and doing a weekly recap to recap the Blue and Gold Tournament and the last 2 games that came out of the Blue and Gold Tournament. One final time, I'm Adam Smith from the Ozark Sports Report saying, have a good day, everybody.